dedicated to everyone in the house who loves our parents, supposed to chop my money, my Christmas money now.
On est walk by the sun, no yellow. In a big and in a bed, in a sweat, I swear anyone. It's why I got in your ever. It's why the new book, but when you
to my late mom. Oh, we need to remember our mother. Very important for those of us who lost our mom. Because you don't have mom again, you know what mom means. Those of you who still have your mom, this is the period to show them love, show them love. Show them love. I'll be thinking about You are welcome. Someone said she loves the song. I too, I love the song. I actually played that song because of for a reason. Because this morning I've actually been thinking about my late mom. I did not just wake up and start playing such a song. My mom was, I don't know how to describe her. Dad was good, but mom, she was the best. I'm not here to talk about mom, just that I be feeling about her. I be feeling, in short, I have this strange feeling since morning. Not be able to talk to my mom, not being able to send something to her at this period of love. This is the period of love. But all the same, we give all thanks to God because I had nothing when she died. I was nobody at the time she died. At that point she died, I was nobody. I had nothing. I couldn't be of any help. She actually suffered before she died. Very, very painful. If I just imagine may I speak our language. If I imagine myself today, not that I'm the richest person, but I'm not the poorest person, I always take my mind back. I wish, every time I always say, I wish my mom is alive. I wish my mom is alive. This period, I just remember her from this morning. I didn't go anywhere. It's Saturday. I didn't go any place today. I've been home since morning. I tapped Facebook, just thinking about mom. Just be thinking about her. Why? Because I observed so many things. I've observed so many things since I've entered this part of the world, especially Europe. I've discovered that the way our parents lived, this is not what we'll experience today. Mom was a great mom, a great mother. If I'm saying it, people will say, who will come out, can't say a mother not great. But God knows that I'm saying the truth. It's between me and my God. She was a great mother. If you know what it means for your mother to go to the farm, when you managed to enter school in your 100 level, you know what it means for your mother to spend all day in the market selling yam, selling anything available to sell. She will buy and resell just to make sure that you are okay. You know what I'm talking about. You understand? It's been a long time now she died, but it was saying that now I will be of help. It was very, very painful. And the most painful part of the whole story is that I was in an examination. I was inside the examination hall. I left her. Even during that exams, I was not myself, but I had to write that exam because it was a promotion exam to 200 level. I was inside the examination hall when my phone started busy, my 100 level to 200, to be specific. As the course just they come from the same place, and that's now the place where my mother did. Something told me that something was wrong. I had to just submit my booklet. I didn't even finish the exam. I cannot lie you here. I don't feel on the proud yet. I even carried the course over. I didn't pass that course because I was not myself. I couldn't even stand it. That's just how mom died. After so many years of suffering, so many years of pain, sick, she died. Now I'm just thinking, what is even Christmas without mom? What is even Christmas without dad? What are you talking about? Now I have my family to celebrate with, but it's not enough. Do you know what it means for you to say, Mommy, use this to buy oil. Mommy, use this to buy 1 bag of rice. You feel fulfilled as a person. You'll be so proud of yourself. It's very, very painful. And for those of you who are in the house and still have your parents, please, I will advise you, forget all these stories that we are hearing in Europe. Please take good care of them. If you are receiving 20 euro in a month, if it's 5 euro, send it to them. Take good care of them. Take good care of them. Be there for your parents. They are your best friends. I'm telling you, they are your best friend, your parents. Be there for them. No matter what your daddy do you, no matter what your mommy do you, forgive her. Be there for them. So I'm telling you, if you know the pain I feel now since morning and now, you can understand what they talk. You know when you don't think of something, think. At the end of the day, you go, well, just let's give thanks to God. Like this evening, I just posted a picture of me and my two boys. We were just playing, though I took the picture. I was happy. I'm happy I have my family. But it's still not enough. Do you know why? Because she didn't even eat my money before she died. That's the most painful part of it. After all the labor, after all the suffering, after all the pain. So please, I want to use this medium to advise everyone in the house. I'm not looking for a crowd. If it's just one person that is my message gets to, that's why you see I'm even coming very, very late. Some persons are sleeping. People are already sleeping. I don't even sleep. My family, they are even sleeping. You understand? Like now, I don't know how to TikTok. Even if I don't go, I leave my mother supposed to feed me. For being there for me when no one else was there. She suffered. If you understand what I mean, what I talk by suffer. Short my siblings. Now they will fit attest to what I'm saying. What I'm saying now. Like seriously. She died just like that. Let's actually play this music. So please. We are not mourning, so I'm sorry if the music also touched you. I'm very, very sorry. We are not mourning anybody. I'll start the topic just 2 minutes from now. Just share the video, just share it. Please, share the video. Please remember your mommy. Please, I'm begging you. Please remember them. Even if you just 10 euros, send it to them this period. This is a period of love. Not because of people can forget your home. Not because of social media can forget your home. Please, I beg you in the name of God. Show some love. Don't forget where you are from. Forget all this lesbian thing. Forget all this gay thing that is just spreading. Our parents, they are not even happy at all. Save their own children. What they are turning it on. Children is so much labor of God. Just imagine your own mother will not see the kind of thing they make for you. Is it too calm? Do you think it? You see them and raising these things.
Shut
sorry. Yeah, good morning and welcome to this show. It's a late night show. We want to talk about the topic I just displayed. The reason why I actually started with that music I already told you. Now, please, first of all, I would like to beg all of you that you shouldn't allow these social media things to get you carried away. Please always have one thing at the back of your mind, that you are from a home, you are from a place. There are people who are looking up to you. There are people when they say they won't make you succeed. Once you succeed, their life will be better. So don't let this thing just take over your life. This thing that is just ongoing. So this thing, I see it as a distraction actually. So please don't be distracted. In spite of all of this, just try to be very, very focused, because this thing will come not be ordinary. I'm telling you. The way the thing is even spreading, it's spreading like HIV. When I say it's spreading, you know what I mean now. This thing is like a virus now. It's actually spreading. More and more people are coming out. More and more people, they are coming out. And the people that are yet to come out, there are still very, very many. If you see my topic, how to know? You need to know all these things. So, on the situation whereby you can go carry map for her, you can discover saying I'm gay at the end of the day, now you go marry to. Person when they like woman, you can go marry. Person when they like man, you go marry. Then there's bound to be problem in the house. Because no matter what thing you do to please her, no matter what thing you will do, make it get feeling. You always think about the other person. That is person who is like herself. Although that's not what we are actually here to talk about. At least too much of everything is bad. And even social media itself, I don't even say they don't talk and reach. We'll just still close the topic like that. You understand? Who go change, I go change. So it's not something we should just be talking and talking and talking and talking. Like when I actually spoke on the particular issue that day, my owner, if I talk, maybe they know they can't do one for Facebook. Me our children know they see, and people know they see. Then if they want to do one, they can continue their life, continue with their life. Like me now when they here now, person don't ask me how I go to live my life. I be man, I be adult. So person don't ask me how I go to live my life. Not even my own mom now maybe say I love so much that it's no longer more. I mean, there's no more existing. Even if you come now and say you cannot even tell me how to live my life, that's because I'm an adult. So that's because of the fact that I am an adult. So as an adult, you know what is good for you. So these people, you cannot force them, you can't tell them. No matter how you preach and reach for social media, say they should stop. If they are not stopping, they are not stopping. This thing also need, like my sister said the other day, also need the intervention of God. And what me I try clear be say that the African society we so much believe in everything devil, even the one we cause with our hand and devil. You understand me? And this thing has not been working for us actually. Me, I'm not an antichrist. I'm a Christian. I go to church. I serve God. I read the Bible as well. So please, that is for that. Like this particular thing that we want to discuss today, I want us to really we should be focused, especially those of us who have the intention of going into marriage. And for those of us who are also in marriage, who are already in marriage rather, we also need to learn. We should learn. Understand? Because a learner, they say, is a winner. Someone who learned is a winner. When you learn, you win. So when you don't learn, when you stop learning, you start dying. That's the truth. According to one man, he said, once a man stop reading, he starts dying. You understand? So when you start reading, you start leading. Pastor Suleiman will say, a reader is a leader. That's the truth. So when you read, you learn, you acquire knowledge, then you lead. So people go they imagine how you take they get all the facts when they say they make you take the lead them. That's just the truth. So what I want to talk about today, I've already displayed it. The 10 common mistakes to avoid before marriage. 10 common mistakes to avoid before you even think of getting married. Now what are these, excuse me, now before we even mention the 10 mistakes, now what is even, when you talk of a mistake, what is even a mistake? What is the meaning of mistake in the first place? What is a mistake in the first place? Mistake na something, anything when we say you indulge in, at the end of the day you call it regret. After involving yourself in that particular thing, at the end of the day you come out, you start feeling bad about it, you start regretting. That is the term, regret. Something you do, then after doing it you regret. That is what we call, that's what call mistake. That is a mistake. So for you not to regret in your marriage, then these are most common things that you should avoid. These are the things that we want to look into today. Very soon I have a printer, but I have not brought the printer into my apartment here, because I don't want to choke this place. I want space here. Then I will print this material out that I'll be using on a regular basis. Me, I'm learning. I'm not a professor. So even if I speak English, you know, just take care. But the most important thing is that we are learning together. Understand? So let's just use this social media to educate ourselves. We shouldn't use it to spread rumor. We shouldn't use it to condemn people. We shouldn't use it to start spreading things that we've not verified. Yeah, things we don't even know if those things are true. Like when they say this girl DJ is a gay. I cannot even say that because I don't know. Because there are no proof at all. So I don't want to partake in such a thing when people start saying something. When we say not even get this thing. Before me I come they partake for the reward, or when we say God said will give those people. So that is just that. So please, if you are here with me tonight, you are welcome, because I know it's a late night now, and this show is actually for people who are ready and people that are willing to learn. So please share the video and let's start. We go to church tomorrow. We are not rushing today because what we want to talk about is very, very important. We are not rushing. This one is no, we are not here to lay course. Like the last program I had, I was just laying course on those people spreading those things. So please invite your friends. So if you not the one share video, you know why? Because this one I don't be better than the carry, don't be better than the carry rumor. Yes, again, I say you are welcome. This is your teacher. This is your host. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a teacher. This is your host, your brother, your friend, Austin. That's my name. I remain Austin. You are welcome to this show. Like I said, like the other day, I told us that marriage is something that many of us aspire to. Marriage is something many of us do aspire to. Many of us want to feel marriage. Many of us want to enter marriage. They want to know how it looks like. Marriage and relationship, marriage and boyfriend and girlfriend, they are very, very different. If you think that marriage commitment and boyfriend and girlfriend commitment are the same thing, you are getting it, or you are getting it wrong. That's the truth. So let me tell you something. People aspire, many of us aspire marriage. You know what aspiration means? We want to be in marriage. We are looking to aspire, that's to look forward to it. We are looking forward to marriage. Many of us look forward to marriage. But with more than 50% of marriages ending in divorce. More than 50% of marriages, more than 50%. I want you to take note of this. That more than 50% of marriages, this thing that you are looking forward to, this institution that you can't wait to get into, more than 50% of this institution end up in divorce. And I pray for you today that will not be your experience. More than 50% of this end up in divorce. What can be learned for those marriages that don't work out? What are those things that you can learn from those marriages that don't work out? These are the 10 common mistakes that we are talking about. Those things that you can learn. So by the time you learn them, you avoid them, so that you too will not experience those things that those people that failed actually experienced. So this is actually the reason why we are here. And when we talk about mistake, we're talking about regrets. When we talk about mistake, we are talking about had I know. When you say had I know, we have to say I know. That is mistake. So you are talking about regret, you are talking about had I know, something that you look back, you think of, you feel bad about it, you regret it. That is mistake. That's what we mean by mistake. So hopefully, these mistakes can be avoided. That's the truth. If you follow these things that we're about to discuss tonight, step by step, if you follow them step by step, if you take it step by step, the number one thing is that number one point is not listening. There are couple, there are boyfriend, there are girlfriend, they don't listen to each other. When this one they talk, this one not they listen. When this one they talk, this one they listen. And these are people who say that they aspire marriage. So it's no wonder that the warning signs are missed if you don't pay attention to what your partner is saying. Once your partner is talking and you don't pay attention to your partner, it will be very, very difficult for the both of you to live together. Once your partner is talking and you don't pay attention, there are marriages where a man will be talking, the wife will not even give the man attention, will not pay attention. There are marriages where a woman will be talking, the man will not pay attention. Attention is needed from both partners. You need to pay attention to your partner if your marriage must work. So if you are a girl in the house and you don't pay attention to your guy when each time he talks, then you are making a very big mistake. So if he's the guy that listens to you when you talk, that is the guy to spend the rest of your life with. If he's a guy that listens to you when you talk, he's a guy that you should be proud of. That's the same guy that will listen to you in marriage. Because that guy that refuses to listen to you now will definitely refuse to listen to you when you eventually enter this house and become his wife. That same guy you call your guy now, I'm talking to you girls in the house That same guy you call your guy now that doesn't listen to you, what he says goes. He has the final say. Everything he says goes. Your own say, you'll be woman as far as you are concerned. Woman don't get say. There are people like that. Final say attitude. I have the final say. I am the man of the house. A situation whereby you are married and you are following a guy and you don't have say. Whatsoever the guy says, it's what goes. Then you are in trouble. So please, the earlier you start avoiding these things now, the better for you. A guy that will change. Just like a guy that will cheat. That's the truth. So please, let me tell you something. If you are going out with a guy and that guy is not listening to you, you know, especially we the black, you know us now, we are very, very stubborn when it comes to issues like this. When it comes to things like this, we are very, very stubborn. Why? Because of our mentality. Why? Because of this tradition that we met our father practicing, our parents practicing. Why? Because of this belief that will be inherited from our parents. You don't have to blame us. But why I still blame us is that when you grow up as a man, when you grow up as an individual, there is a stage you get to, at least you're supposed to know what is good and what is bad. You're supposed to don't study some kind of thing. For a relationship or a relationship to work out, there must be a communication. And communication cannot be complete when only one person is sending and there is no receiver. You can only say that there is communication when one sends and another. That's what they teach. At this moment, they teach me this thing. Not even now primary school communication. We don't have for primary school that time. We still don't have for secondary school. For those of you in the house, you know what I'm talking about. When you do this thing, social study, yeah, social study in secondary school, and social study even they do have primary school too. Social study. So communication is when you send a message and another gives you a feedback. So a situation whereby only you send a message and there is no feedback is not a communication. That is not a complete communication. That is a message. There's a difference between a message and a communication. Hello, are we together? There's a difference between a message and a communication. Communication involves between two and more persons. Communication takes place when there is a sender of a message and there is a receiver. And that receiver communicates back. That is communication. So, if you are in a relationship and you are the only one talking and your guy does not listen, then that relationship, there will definitely be problem. Not might be. I'm telling you the truth. There will definitely be problem. And if these problems are not actually sorted at this particular time and you end up with that young man, then I feel for you. Because at last you will bite your finger. Because you will eventually get married. People will celebrate with you. People will rejoice with you. You will dance. People will be happy. Then a day after you get married, you tell the young man, let's do this thing. And they say, for what? What? Are you the one to tell me what to do? Problem don't start for that marriage already. And once problem be like that, you don't finish. Like I told us, those of us that were in the class, you don't still want to talk relationships more. But those of us that were in the class the other time, like I told us that this marriage, this breakup on the talk, you know, they take place on that one day. Breakup takes place every day. You talk to a guy today, doesn't listen to you. That your marriage, that relationship is already breaking. It's already heading for the rock. Like I told us, anything when we say meet with it, always they happen, they break. You are talking sense, he doesn't even listen. And it's even if it's nonsense you are talking, he should listen first and correct you in the first place. He should listen to you, then at the end of the day, help, darling, this is not how we're gonna do it. Then make himself bring it you. But there are no. There are guys like that. If my daddy they talk that, my mommy, you know, but my mommy when me talk. No, we've grown beyond that. We are living in a civilized society. We are supposed to be civilized people. There are things we should take from our parents. Yes. Like our parents then, when they were married, they were very, very faithful. I'm not telling you that I should do away with everything that our parents were doing. No. Don't do away with them. I started this program. I was talking about my mom. Yes. Mom was a faithful woman. A loving woman. And she was also very beautiful. She had a good heart. Heart of gold. She had. But the truth of the matter is, let me come back to this place. Let me not talk about more. If you are following a guy and he's not listening to you, this message is for those of you who are in a relationship already, and those of you who wants to enter relationship, or those of you who wants to enter marriage rather. This message is for you. When he is not listening to you now, he will not listen to you. Because according to my father, he said, not my spiritual father, David Oyedepo, he said, your experience in relationship will, now you will stick on the experience in marriage. So if it's a man that listens to you in relationship, is the same, that same man will listen to you in marriage. If that man listens to you in your relationship today, he will listen to you in marriage. That's the truth. So please, if you don't know this, I want you to know this now. It's very, very important. This message I'm giving you is very, very important. Because some people will even say, why I don't even need this message. After all, I never want to marry tomorrow. This message is better for you because you never even want to marry tomorrow. Because in marriage, you cannot prepare for marriage. You prepare before marriage. Those who run into marriage and run out, those are people who were not prepared before they enter marriage. Like I keep telling people, you can enjoy your marriage. It depends on you and your partner. You either enjoy it or you endure it. So if you do not tackle these things I'm telling you now, you enter marriage. At the end of the day, you'll be just be enduring it instead of enjoying it. That will not be your portion anyway. So that is just one out of the 10 points that we are giving tonight. That is one out of the 10 points we are giving tonight. So the reason why I will not too much deliberate on this lesbian, gay of a thing, it's none of our business. It's not my business. So whatever they look like, they should do with their life. That's why I think they handle my own. Even my own wife will tell you that that's how my husband behaves. If I correct you today, I correct you tomorrow, you don't take it. Then when it's happening to you, I said it, I will remind you of that thing again. I said it, but you don't listen. That's the truth. Me, I have spoken concerning that issue, and me, I will not even talk about that issue again. If they like, may they go to make it for free social media. It's none of my business. So please share the video. This message is actually for you. If you are in marriage already, you need this message. Like I said, the number 1 point, that is just number 1 point. A guy or a husband that is not listening to you. That is one. And the second thing is being dishonest. Are you following a guy who is not honest? Are you following a man who is not honest? Are you following a woman who is not honest? Honesty is very, very important when it comes to relationship. Honesty is the number 1 requirement. Because even women that cheat today or men that cheat today, I see them as men who are not honest. Because if you follow a man who is not honest, the man will definitely cheat on you. And you feel not feel handle that thing once the time comes. Because he will cheat on you and cheat again. Because he's not honest, he will keep denying. He will never admit. Yes, and such men can never, I repeat, nothing will make them change. Dishonesty is a virus, if you don't know. Dishonesty is a virus. Because these people that are dishonest, they are full of lies. They are full of any sort of lies. Yes. And lies Let me tell you something about likes. If you don't know this relationship class is very, very important. But if you are just joining us, you are welcome. It's relationship we are talking about tonight. And one thing about likes, I want you to note this down. If you have a pen with you, likes wreck relationship and it wrecks marriage. No matter how you feel, no matter how comfortable you feel you are in your marriage, once like comes into that your marriage will just break down. That's the truth. Dishonesty. That is why I say 10 most common mistakes to avoid before marriage. But if you are already in marriage, then you can still avoid this thing. You can still work on these things. I'm not telling you should divorce your husband. Maybe you don't already make this mistake. And for those of us who are in the house who have not entered marriage, now don't regret it. They don't see lateness for marriage. I keep saying that. You know they're late. That period when people they make jest of you, they feel say, this one never marry, mates don't marry, all those kind of thing. Maybe now you're going to enjoy your marriage past. Maybe those ones when they say this one never marry, they endure her own. You will not endure your marriage. You will enjoy your marriage in Jesus' name. There are people that are enjoying marriage and there are people that are enduring marriage. So don't be in a hurry to enter marriage so that you will not endure it. Keep calm. This is the best time for you to prepare for it. And God is even designing that man. God is decorating that man. He has specifically prepared for you. So don't be distracted. Don't allow any man to talk you down. Don't allow any woman to speak negativity into your life. God has something good and better for you. That's the truth. Lies wreck marriage. Even the smaller of lies will create an atmosphere of mistrust in relationship. No matter how the lie is small reach, it will create an atmosphere of mistrust. And once there is mistrust in relationship, there is bound to be problem all the time. That's the truth. If you want that, some people will just say, why that man go run command? That man, sometimes when I see people contribute their own, they never even verify issues. And the thing they bother me so much. A woman can just come on social media and say, hey, see what my husband do me. You have not even heard from the husband. We talk of things to avoid now. And it's possible the reason why that man ran out of that marriage, the man never knew this woman. The man never even knows that this woman is a liar. Lies wreck marriage. No man can stand it. I must tell you the truth. So if you are a lady in the house, you are lying to deceive your husband, you are already wrecking your future. Because fine, you will lie to succeed, you will eventually get married. At the end of the day, the man will run out of the house. The person will never marry will better pass you. Why don't you just tell that young man the truth? Why don't you just tell that lady the truth? Be yourself. Just be who you are. That's why I just wish I'll be the last person to lie to my wife. God forbid that I do. Even as I'm speaking now, she's in the room. I believe she's even hearing me. That's the truth. God forbid it. Why do you want me? See, like I told us, I actually defined lie the other time, about 2-3 weeks ago. I defined lie. I remember I told us that people that lie are people who are cowards. Yes, I remember I told us that. Coward lie. Brave people don't lie. Why should you even lie? Instead of you to lie, just say the truth and take the responsibility. I did it. I'm sorry. That is a man. I'm sorry. I did. Yes, I did. It was a mistake. Admit it and apologize. This is what make a relationship work. I'm sorry. It should not happen again. Some people will say, how many times will say it will not happen again? I am sorry. It's a key in relationship. A key. You know what I'm sorry means? Let me tell you something. I'm sorry melts people's hearts. No matter how stony your heart is, I'm sorry, they met people. This one, I'm not saying it because maybe I got it down for somewhere. I'm saying it from experience, practical experience. I feel just the face now, the minute my wife say, I'm sorry, I know exactly they met for body. The next thing you hear from me is okay. Because that is just what I want to hear. And it's the same thing with every man. Why should you lie? Why? Our parents, when they be in marriage, like me now when I don't get mama, I don't remember one day with my mama. Like that's why when I started this thing, I started with that music. People were like, why are we? What kind of sort of life are we living these days? Like the message I gave that day concerning this lesbian, gay man meeting man, woman meeting woman that day, I said, we don't meet our mommy, our daddies doing these things. Where are these things coming from? The same thing that we are talking about here, lies. And for those of us who grew up in the village, you hear say daddy will say, is it now that you are giving me food? Maybe 6 o'clock. Now 5 o'clock you're supposed to give your husband food. Exactly what thing happen when you go tell the husband. You hear say, before I go fetch buy water, come. People many for there. You will just tell the husband exactly. These are the things when we say common things, common. That's why I call it common. We call them common when we say if they make relationships solid. Why don't you just say the truth? Even when they go church now we they lie past. The Bible say the truth and the truth shall set you free. And anytime you say you say the truth, you are relieved as a person. Anytime you talk the truth, you are always relieved. It's like your question, one sister asked that many people don't believe. Just like, if you know you, when did you this virgin? Like me, I this virgin at the age of 22. Between God and lie. I lie, God punish me. I'm not swearing with man, I'm swearing with God. If I say I'm virgin for 15, what will it profit me? If I say I'm virgin for 30, just say it and be free. And anytime when you talk the truth, you know they think of say me not talk another time another day. Because another day, because you are a truth sayer, you are a truth talker. Another day, first another person will say you will talk because you don't forget them. Anytime when they lie, they forget what you talk, go talk another thing again. Because that's not the real you. Why don't you live the real you? This is so common with the Europeans. I don't know why. I mean, I don't want to say the Europeans. The Europeans don't lie. The Europeans, they don't lie. The Oibos, they don't lie. They don't lie. They don't lie. I know them. I do business with them. I work with them. They don't lie. These things, and for most especially those of us that have stayed here, when are we going to learn? Can't we learn for these people? Can't we learn from these people? When you tell a Igbo man now, hello, Chris Scott, yeah. He will ask you, when are you coming there? And you say, 5 o'clock, I'll be there. The Igbo man is waiting for that 5 o'clock. Once it's exactly 5, he will call you and say, where are you? I don't see you. Once you call 20 minutes past, you say, but you told me 5 o'clock. Because that's how they believe. But if a black man tells you 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you will not see a black man. Why? And me too, I used to live like that. I don't be learner. I don't be learner. We don't emulate these people. Just say the truth. Emulate these people. Copy these people. It will help you. It will help you. Lies wreck marriage. Lies wreck relationship. So be honest with each other. Be honest with your partner. Be honest. That is the key to a solid relationship. There's no magic about it. Are you thinking about how to charm that young man? This is the charm that you need. Honesty. Be honest. It's better for you to be honest. Then they go say, okay, you told the truth. This thing, the relationship was cut. It's better for you. God is a vindicator. Because you say the truth, that young man drove you away. God will bring a better man into your life. A very good and responsible man like that. Don't say, if I say the truth, I will lose this man. Maybe it's not even the man. It's not even your man. It's not even the good, the kind of man God wants for you. God wants a better man for you. It's possible. That's the truth. Be honest with each other about everything. Not some things. I mean everything. Be honest. We're talking about relationship. Be honest with each other about everything. Tracy Yarimonde, he said, you have said it's better to be a lesbian than to be with a stupid man. Maybe that is a topic to talk about. You are right to some extent, but it's not. But nothing will make me support being a lesbian. You understand me? I think it's better you remain not even doing anything than to, because of what a man has done to you, that you now go into lesbianism. That's the truth. So I will not advise. I would not advise that you go into lesbianism because a man is stupid, because he's not responsible. But if you want to quit, you can quit. You can quit and rearrange yourself and enter another relationship. And God will direct you like that. And maybe you don't make mistake with the first one. Then you will be very, very careful. You will be extremely careful not to repeat same mistake. That's the truth. But the lesbianism is not an option. That's the truth. It's completely out of it. I must tell you. Lesbianism is completely out of it. Tracy, are you with me? So lesbianism is completely out of it. Because lesbian is a bad habit that you develop over the years. We don't meet our parents with all these things now. And our parents will be so disappointed in us. Imagine your mommy, your daddy will now be regretting having you as a child. It will be the most painful thing in life. Your parents will be the great say for having you. You can imagine. So actually, I'm not even here to condemn those people who are into lesbianism. But what I actually condemned the other time was they shouldn't be coming out to showcase their talent on social media. They shouldn't be coming out. All of us get weakness. Me, I get weakness. You get weakness. Everybody get weakness. Maybe that lesbianism is still be their weakness. All those people. But my weakness now, they can't come out for Facebook, can't come out for social media, all those kind of things. So you don't need to be bringing out. You don't need to be bringing your area of weakness. You can't bring that come out for social media, because you know why? There are a lot of children that are following us. A lot of children, at least if not for our sake, but for the sake of our children. Understand? So that is just that. So I told us that we should always say the truth at all time and in everything. I repeat, in everything, not some things. Yes, it's evil. Yeah, my sister, that's true. You are correct. You are very, very right. Just the same way every other thing, every other sin when people say they commit like evil. And so lesbians just take the evil. The same thing. You understand? The same way God condemn all that sin, and so God still take condemn. You understand? So these people going into lesbian, we shouldn't kill them. What can we do? Should we kill them? We have spoken. Even your own child, you go tell them something. If you say no, they do, you don't kill them. I'm telling you the truth. Your own child. So there's nothing we can do. There's no. So let's keep praying that God should help them. That's just the truth. That's something I wanted to sing every day. Don't even freak me again. If I enter Facebook and I just see people they sing lesbianism again, I will just. This one already passed now. Old topic now. You understand? So now old topic is that. I know you are not. The way you, I understand your writing very well. You are not. Tracy, I know you are not. At least I understand your sentence very, very well. Even when you said it's better to be a lesbian than to stay with a stupid man, the first comment you made, I understand that I know it's lesbian. I understand very well. Some girls do it out of frustration, that's right, but it shouldn't be justification. That they shouldn't use that to justify their action. That's what I'm actually saying. Because all the things when they commit get reasons. You ask a cheating woman now, for example, why did you cheat on your wife? You will always say, see wetin make her cheat. Even if the man is 100% good. Character is character. I don't know, I don't know, people follow me, I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. So we shouldn't use that to justify our action. A man that will cheat will cheat. A man that will cheat will cheat. A man that will cheat will tell you, yes, after all, my wife, for example, my wife doesn't allow me to touch her. So why? He will always get reason. Yes, we should pray that God should help them. He will always give reason. Yes, this is the reason why. This is the reason why I cheated on my wife. Blah blah blah. You understand me? But then, what about the few ones maybe say even they still have issues with their wife, but they have vowed not to cheat on their wife. That's the truth. So that is just that we're not actually here to discuss about lesbianism. I will tell you why I added that into it. Like another point, the third point is that it tease too far. There are tease that are too far. You tease someone too far. Teasing could be purely innocent, but the truth of the matter is, at the same time, that teasing feel they hurt your partner without you knowing. That's another thing. That's another point. These are things you should avoid. Then that could be damaging the marriage. You're the teaser with a particular thing, but you don't know that thing hurts your partner. For example, let's say, like a lady that hustle now. A lady that hustle before she entered into marriage. And she has had her experience. So she has done what she wants to do with that money. She doesn't even want to remember all those are past experiences, because that hustling thing not be where they won't carry mind go back to. So once you are settled, because I know it's not be our fault, because of where we come from, and because they evolve all those kind of things. Then the lady will not marry. That's what we're talking about here. The lady will not get married. Can't go get married to a man when we say the man they over tease. The man you're teasing, I see this woman. This one a woman we don't want to remember that thing. See this woman. That time when they hustle that time. You just shake this your KB. They use and they dance anyhow. Anytime you say something like that, the thing will go ring for your wife's head. That thing will be causing problem inside your marriage. That's why I say tease too far. There are tease. There are teas when we say you're not supposed to bring into your marriage, into your relationship. It's your past and it's your past. Then once it's our past, then forget about it. That's just what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about here. So what you think is playful now and harmless can sometimes be a lot more harmful than you realize. You think that this thing is it doesn't pay. You think that this thing is harmless. But let me tell you something. This thing feed the harm that your partner without you knowing. And that thing will destroy your relationship. It will destroy your trust. It will destroy the confidence she has in you. That's the truth. Especially if it's repeated over and over again. There are things maybe people don't take serious. But once that teasing becomes a repeated something, it becomes a problem in the house, in your home. That's the truth. It becomes a problem. And once that thing becomes a problem, if care is not taken, that thing can even scatter your home. And most of the things when they scatter are away from economic problems, small problem, when they become big problem. That's the truth. And another thing that is very, very important, another thing is leaving no time for each other. Leaving no time for each other. What is the meaning of that? Leaving no time for each other. It means, how do I describe it? A relationship needs nurturing, and for that, and for that, you need to spend time together. A relationship needs to be nurtured. You need to nurture a relationship. And before you can nurture a relationship, you need to spend time together. And spending time together is very, very important in a relationship. Because this spending quality time together is very important in a long-term relationship. I'm talking about long-term relationship. So spending quality time together is very, very important in a long-term relationship. Be it a long-term relationship. Yeah, especially marital relationship is very, very important, as it is so easy to take things for granted. So this thing is very, very important. And another one is always getting your own way. Avoid always getting your own way. Avoid always getting things done your own way. The one when I say, now it must come to pass. The one when I talk, Lego must be final. You understand me? So no one can possibly be right all the time, and no one needs to be. You must not be right all the time as a person. Wise people don't think like this. Even as a wise man, when they say person be wise man, there are times when they say you will still say, I'm wrong. Yes. It takes humility. Even when you're wrong, for you to say, yes, I'm wrong. And if your relationship must work out, you need that humility in your relationship. That's true. You are wrong, you are wrong. It must not be you that is right all the time. It must not be you that is right all the time. That's the truth. It must not be you. Trying always to get your own way or getting the last word will only wear your partner down. It will only weigh him down. It will only weigh her down. That's the truth. That thing will weigh her down. You understand? That thing will weigh your partner down. That's the truth. So you must avoid this thing. It's very, very important. It's important that you avoid it. So if you be wondering why some people will just wake up, men not just they wake up, just you go just say the one on the see for social media. Man don't just sit down and say he won't run leave his wife. Woman don't just sit down and say he won't marry again, start cheating on the wife. Things then they lead to something. Some other things. That's the truth. So please, these are the things that you need to avoid. Once you can avoid these things, you will enjoy your marriage. You will enjoy your relationship. You have to be very, very truthful at all times. Don't lie. Don't lie to your partner. If you've had a child, for example, in Africa before coming to Europe, let him know about it. What will be, will be. If it's yours, it will be your own. If it's your own, she will be your own. Why should you? Why should you lie? It wrecks relationship, likes. It wrecks marriage. That's the truth. Just avoid it. I don't know this thing. If I say no, they pay me, now lie. There are so many of us who have spent several years in Europe. So many of us. But the way when we go to they live, they affect us. These are truthful people. They are very straightforward. They use them for example. And they always use them, they give example. You know why? Because they be very good example to me. Yes. Somebody will now wake up one day and will tell me that you see most of these Igbo men and women, they will not enter heaven. I'll tell the person, shut up. And then we go many pass for heaven. Shut up. Why would you tell me that Nigeria and then they go church past? I'm not here to talk about that one. I don't feel condemn about most pastors the other day. And the reason why I've not regretted it is because I'm not regretting it is because I don't say God said none there against what I do. Some of those pastors, not all the pastors, but most of them, many of them, are fake. You see your brother dying, you cannot even help. You are gathering millions upon millions in your accounts. You don't ever see Oyibo pastor when we say get millions for account. No way. No way. It's not possible. If you are attending Oyibo church like this, now once you have a problem like this, all of them will be running up and down how to help you out. Yes. Once you carry them along, that's it. To help you out. That's why some black people don't even like going to black people church. They think of how to help you. Black people that will make mockery of you, even your pastor will tell one person, that person will spread it. Something your pastor you confide in. A man you call your pastor. Go and discuss with your pastor here. The next thing is thinking of go have a Igbo pastor, maybe go discuss anything with her. The next thing is thinking on how to help you. That's the truth. The next thing, church will just raise offering, so it's for you. This one on the talk, I get a very practical example in 2014. Something happened. This girl, she doesn't even attend a black church. She went to their pastor in church. She attended Baptist church or Igbo church. She told them her dad's roof, breeze just removed her from village. They asked her to bring money. She was not even working there. She just, that time she never even take when she come Europe. She just told them. One offering, then they raised for her. They gave her the money with the envelope. They gave her the money. You know about until they do offering now. Don't be our own when they find change. They gave her the money. Everything they gathered, they just gave her. 2014. I beg. Now you not tell me that these are the people they maybe say if you enter their church, I've entered their church, you enter their fridge, beer and full of wine, drink. You tell me that they will not enter heaven. Shut up, you lack knowledge. That is truth. Where did you study in the Bible? Where you study for Bible? When we say all these people never study. Where you study for Bible? When we say some of us never study. So shut up, you are lying. Now there will many pass for heaven. You are gathering people's tithes, you are gathering people's offering. The very first time I keep telling people, and I want people, especially my follower, I don't too much get follower. I don't regret them. The truth of the matter is, let me tell you something. You see our pastors, may God forgive many of them. I'm not here to talk about pastor. We don't talk 3 points, remain 7 points. We'll finish now. I'm not even in a hurry to sleep now. It's weekend. So I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. We will not work. Always rest. Now, see our pastors. They gather tithes. They gather offering. You go see pastors, they built one church to another. Like in Lagos, when I was in Lagos. The number of redeemed when they Lagos, it passed 500. I mean, when they Nigeria. This same money. Just follow my statistics. I follow what you the calculator. Follow my analysis rather. If I want to analyze this thing. I'm not condemning any man of God. I'm not condemning anything. I'm not even condemning the redeemed pastor. God see our hearts. They will build churches. Some they build schools. These people, all this money when they build all these things, they use and set up 2 big companies, 3, 4 companies in Nigeria. Me and you, maybe me, after school, if I not come Europe, what will a graduate late? What will even make somebody finish school or say until they come Europe? When you know, say yes, one pastor built 4 companies, another after pastor many for Nigeria rich. That's why you go to they live their life. Most of this private setup you see, now they get all these individuals. And all these individuals, and then employ people when they see jobs, when they work with them. One pastor built 4 churches, 4 companies. Even if now, for example, now only poly bag then they produce for them, or for example, plastic, rubber. Break Chinese when they can't install the company, when they can't install the machines when they work. Intellectual workers go there, manual laborers go there, they do things. One pastor built 4 companies, another one built 4. Let's just say use 4 companies to times about 100 pastors we have in Nigeria. Because 4 companies, they're very easy for them to build. Just use it to times about 100, 4 times 100. Then you now look at my analysis. They tell me the number of companies that pastor go don't build for Nigeria. But instead, they start building schools. They start buying aircraft. They start building private jets. Not even one, two. Like my friend was telling me, I said, if it's one now, at least I was just okay. Two, what are you doing with 2 private jets? 2, 3, 4 private jets? What are you doing with it? At the end of the day, you come and preach to me now, listening to you. When there are people that are suffering in your church, and these are people who say they contribute the money. A woman selling a car, when they under the sun, that you keep telling that once you sow seed, that seed will speak for you. That woman is still suffering. My dear, it's half time we wake up. They say they are not wicked, it's a lie. They are wicked. Someone was asking me, are you another freeze? I'm not freeze. You don't take, just that freeze was the first person when BBC spoke on these things. You don't take when I get this revelation. That's the truth. They should be real. Maybe they know they fake these things. Some of these things they do, some of us can perform it. Yes. If I want to become a pastor of now that, yes, I want the whole Euro to gather, I just travel to Africa. I'll wash my hand. Anywhere I spend and go, people will collect now. I beg. So those of you who come from mission, you know what they talk by wash hand. Now know what they talk. Wash hand, wash face. I know what they talk. I beg. My dear, if you don't tell a person carry load, you go bring them down. That's just the truth. What is it? So that is just another thing. Always getting it your own way. That is very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong. And another point that I want you to note tonight is that not showing each other respect. Not showing each other respect. Respect is also very, very important if your relationship must work out. If your relationship must succeed in your relationship. Respecting each other is very, very important. Marriage does not mean that one partner owns the other. You get married, you don't mean that you own their woman. No. You must respect each other. It's very, very important. It is a partnership of equals, and both people deserve the respect of the other. It's a partnership of equal rights. Men in the house, guys in the house, if you are not watching me, if you are about to watch the video later when you see it, please take notes. It's a partnership of equal rights. That is if you want your relationship to work. If you don't want to experience these things that most people in Europe are experiencing today, I must tell you this. You want to live in marriage, you want to celebrate 50 years anniversary, 60, 70 years anniversary, marriage, successful marriage. You know they see a Igbo woman, you know they see a Igbo man, they go, oh, they'll still hold each other till they kiss, they go for road. You know they see them? Don't you see these people? I know people are not too many for this class because we won't carry rumor here. We face reality here. This is reality class. It's for the intellectuals. This class is for the intellectual. That's the truth. Each person has the right to their own opinions. Each person has the right to their own opinions. Yes. Not if you say that you the important pass. The right to remain an individual and the right to flourish. She has the right to remain as an individual and she has the right to flourish. That's the truth. Without this respect, a marriage will flounder. You must respect each other. Without this respect, a relationship will flounder. So if you keep wondering why people are running out of marriage, why people are abandoning their children, why people are dead, these are some of the things. I want you to avoid these things. Now that you are not even married now, these are the things you should learn. If you are going out with a guy and he doesn't listen to you, this guy is not good. He's not good enough for you. That's the truth. If you are going out with a lady, she keeps lying to you. Let me tell you something. Good, you'll get married though. You end up spending your life with a lying woman. a woman that lie. And lie is the number one wrecker. Please permit me to use this English. Wrecker of marriage. You could wrecker. A wrecker of relationship. Lie. Once lie enter marriage or relationship, that marriage is finished. That marriage don't already get to dead end. It's heading for the rock. Once girls there, it will definitely break. That's the truth. Because I want you to know this. Very, very important. This point I'm giving you is very, very important. And the seventh one is a lack of tenderness. Lack of tenderness. Lack of tenderness. Intimacy is not everything in marriage. Intimacy is not everything in marriage. But one thing I want to tell you is that it does have an important role to play. Intimacy has an important role to play. It's not everything, no, but it has an important role to play. How close are you to your partner? How close are you to each other? A pastor will ask you the same question I'm asking you. Say, hey, sir, daddy, we're very close. Oh, hey, is it very nice? But you are not close. Be realistic. And tomorrow you cry to your pastor that I never knew that this guy was. Please, I pray for you that will not be your portion. I never knew will not be your portion. It's a regret. It's a regret. What do they call that? Regrettive tale. Never knew. You got married today, the following week already. I never knew already come out for your mouth 6 times in a week. Under 6 days, I never knew. How will that marriage last? How will that marriage work out? How? This thing, especially the Europe women, please, I'm begging you in the name of God, change, don't lie. It will not help you. It will only make you end up a single. It pains me a lot when I hear say the man don't live with children, man don't live with family. It pay me. Please, to avoid this thing I'm telling you, just be following them. If you want your relation, be truthful to you. Even if the man, you say the man, this man don't deserve. Don't say this man does not deserve respect. You are not even doing it for him. Just respect him as far as is a man that you call your partner, your husband. You know what I'm saying? That's another point. And when you have this tenderness in your home, when you have this tenderness in your marriage, let me tell you something, it helps to create a lasting bond. It helps to create a lasting bond. You know what bond is now? Those of you, those women that they make hair that time, I don't know whether they use one for Europe. You know, they say, my sister that time, they say, I better let me put bond. I won't bond that. I don't want to use thread. You know how bond holds hair strong. That's how it is. So that is a big for relationship. So please, this point I'm giving you there, don't take them for granted. I'm not doing show off. Like, if I want to do show off, it's during the day when we say everybody will full Facebook. I come very late. People are sleeping. So please, take these things very seriously. It's very, very important. Take it serious. I beg you. Another thing you should avoid is being selfish and greedy. Avoid being selfish and avoid being greedy. Don't be greedy to your partner. Don't. I repeat, don't. If you have money, spend it, especially with your partner. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy, because marriage is all about sharing, and there's no room for being selfish and greedy. Marriage is about what? It's all about sharing, and there's no room for it. Don't just create that room. That room not they exist, because if it does exist in marriage, that marriage is finished. That's the truth. It not they exist. You say for better, for worse. The moment you mention that thing for better, for do you know what that thing means? You've agreed to share. You've agreed to share. You have agreed to share your money. You've agreed to share your time. You have agreed to share your positions. That's the truth. Then why should you be that greedy? Why? Now you don't feel say yes, you don't get your way. Now you are greedy with everything. Sometimes you won't even send money. Your husband don't even know. You will be discussing with your family member once your husband they come from. You hear your husband they ring bell, then you don't change the topic, and you expect that man will not run one day and leave you and your children. I wonder the kind of man that will feel cope with that thing. Even a woman, I wonder the kind of a woman that will cope with such. I'm a day bias for my class, but I don't say before because I'm a man. I don't wanna do bini na bini je Peter. So please, these are things you need to avoid. These are things you need to avoid if you must experience a successful relationship or marriage. These are things you must avoid. Don't be greedy with your money. Don't be greedy with your time. Don't be greedy with your position. Money, time, position, they are very, very vital when it comes to a relationship. Don't be greedy with any of them. If one person is keeping their side of the bargain and the other is not, then this is sure to be a nail in the coffin of the relationship. It's sure to be a nail in the coffin of the relationship. One person is keeping it. Don't be greedy. If it's one person that spends and the other one is not spending, there's really the problem. Your husband is spending, be spending. Spend freely. I don't know. I don't know. I want to talk, Asha. I'm begging you, just do what I'm asking you to do. You will experience peace. You will enjoy your marriage. You will not endure it. You will enjoy your relationship. You will not endure it. Fine, man. I like we don't want to take the sing for social media. Even when our president, Eddie Murphy, take the sing. Now, man, they take care of a woman. Good. Yes, like person like me, I'm 100%. I support that. Man should take care of a woman. 100%, but that doesn't mean that because it's now the year that you will now tie. No, that thing not gonna make your relationship work, because God says you are a helpmate. Always give him a helping hand. Support him. Support the family. Then your relationship will work out. That's the truth. So people when you say they celebrate 50, 70 years, the same all these things I'm telling you, and the way when they tell live, let me they come to celebrate all these years. So please do these things. Especially my brothers and sisters in Europe, I want all of you to be happy. All these issues are here every day. You think they pay me. And they want this woman did today, I didn't even listen to her because I discovered that all these things again. I imagine say God forbid me or and my name will go to hear for all those kind of things. God forbid. It's not a good thing now. As some people just laugh, but so please, my dear, these things are the things you need to avoid. All these things I'm telling you are the things that you need to avoid. You need to avoid all these things if your relationship must work. And that is the 8th point. I've already given 8 already now. And the 9th point is that avoid fighting unfairly. Fighting, F-I-G-H-T-I-N-G. Fighting unfairly, that is unfair. Unfair, you know what I mean by unfairly. Fight that is not fair. Avoid fighting unfairly. Disagreement and argument are bound to happen in marriage and in relationship. It's normal. I'll call it normal. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing in relationship. Disagreement and quarreling. Disagreement, argument, they are bound to happen in marriage. Now, shorting, let me use that word. It's a short thing than be for marriage. But resorting to the unfair tactics of bringing your partner's fault or past arguments to the table will not resolve the issue at all. Bringing their fault, their past fault to the table will always, that the truth of the matter is that thing will always infuriate, as in, you know what I mean now? I want to speak English. It will add fire. It will add fuel to already burn fire. That's the truth. Bringing the partner. So if you do last 2 months, because I'm looking for this, those things are not necessary. And marriage, relationship is all about forgiveness. Forgiveness is the number one requirement. So if you are forgiven, especially in your relationship, forget about it. Don't watch it. You're going to keep diary of past events in your relationship, unforgiveness in your relationship, unforgiveness in your marriage. Tomorrow the man will walk out, you see that man has abandoned you and your children when you've not forgiven him for something he did some years back. Before they even born your pikin, will be 12 years now, they do him. You still remind him of it. And that man is still, now you they make that man they live with pain. That man they don't even forget him, but because you they remind him of it, you keep reminding him. And these are things that lead to fight. Like, seriously. These things lead to fight. And you know fight, no they make relationship day heady. No they make marriage day heady. You know us with a feel when we are not heady. When we are sick, you know as human being they feel. That's what relationship still a feel once a relationship is not heady. Once a relationship is sick, then someday the relationship will die. The same way man dies. I pray for you, your relationship will not die. These things are very, very important. Take these things seriously. They are very, very important. So if one person is keeping their side of the bargain and the other is not, is a problem. Argument, fighting, quarreling. Please avoid this thing. Avoid it. Avoid it. So if you avoid these things, couples that follow these things I'm telling you, the truth of the matter is, couples who follow these principles will get over their disagreement for far more quickly. Which couple will we talk about here? Which couple are we talking about? We are talking about couples who forgive so fast, so easily. Couple who don't remind their partner of their something when they do last year, something when they do last 2 years. Yes, their relationship will be so heady. That's what you do. I be no more put money for that thing. I be no more buy that so and so. Now you say make I buy it. Now I took that into Africa. The money when I lose over 2.something million. Just to I'm not saying just, it's money, please, I'm sorry. 2.something million, you want to allow 2.something million to wreck your relationship you built over the years? Oh my God, it's not worth it. 2.something million cannot even buy a relationship. A good relationship. The guy made a mistake. 4.something million, he made a mistake and he has said he's sorry. I never knew. I bet you say the business they pay, let me tell you something, you invest, put. If your guy is your husband, if that thing won't be good for you, he will not even advise you to put money. He just made a mistake. Why? Because he didn't even carry out thorough this thing before investing. That's the truth. And if he said he's sorry, let that money go and let your relationship stay. Relationship is worth investing upon. It's worth the price. You don't know this? Know it now. Worth it. If I were you, this is the kind of message I'll be listening to on social media. No, the one they make you spread all those things. You share the video, all those things. Because if you avoid listening to this kind of message, God forbid, it's not your portion. May not come be like saying, you don't constantly call your own man, and then call the share for social media years to come again. Why? Because you had the opportunity of listening to things to avoid, but what did you do? What did you do? You avoid that. You won't listen to when they carry on. It is our parents when they're Africa, they are happy from what they see for social media. Europe pastor, Europe people, God. Anyway, thank God, say my mom, to see my mom still there alive, so she will not even still see me with all those things. You don't even hear my name inside. It will be very difficult. It will be very difficult. Why? Let us grow up. You should grow up. Let's grow up. This thing I'm giving you now, people they look at like normal Facebook show. But if it's enough place, you pay and enter. Yes, it's a seminar. This is what they call marriage seminar. Some pastors don't even know. Some pastors can only preach. They don't even know marriage seminar. Even some pastors say their marriage is not even healthy. Yes, I know pastors. Forget all this pretend. Forget suits. What is suits cover me new? There are some pastors that their marriage not they healthy. Like those of you who are not even pastors. Yes. So once we are saying all these things that we are telling you, there are things that will help you. Things that will help you. The last one, I say the last but not the least that we'll talk about in this class is avoid allowing too much distance to develop between you and your partner. Avoid it. Too much distance to develop between the both of you. Just avoid it. Don't give room to distance in your relationship with your partner. What did I say? Don't give room to a distance. You can't have a meaningful relationship together if you are apart from each other. You can't have a meaningful relationship together. That's the truth. I know it's good to have your own space sometimes. Like me, sometimes I just need some space. People say I just want there are times I just want to be alone, you know. The same thing with you, those of you watching me. Because sometimes when I know that's when you're raising some things maybe say really very important. Even some goals safe. Just day alone, think no pressing on phone, just sit down. In my own time I call it quiet time. Sometimes I'll just say, please. No matter what they call me that time, they waste time. I just put the phone aside. I want to have my quiet time. That quiet time is very, very important. So it's good to have your own space sometimes, but with all the pressures of work and the hectic lifestyles that we live, you can find that you are drifting apart. Don't let your work separate you from your partner. Don't let your work, your job, create distance in your relationship. Don't let your commitment. When I say commitment, I'm talking about job commitment. Because your relationship is the most important at the end of the day. If you have labeled, you don't gather money, gather for Africa, gather for here, all those kind of things. And at the end of the day, your relationship is nothing to write home about. Your wife is not happy, your husband is, you as a husband, you are not happy, then you are failed as a person. Money won't buy that. Then you need to develop, you need to work on that area now. That's the truth. Work on it. Just try to make the time for each other. Make time for each other. it's very, very important that you make time for either. Do these things, do things together, and you keep the bond strong. You can go to kitchen together now. She's cooking, you slice the onions, you are joking, you play with her. These are the things that bring about bond next. That's the truth. So, these things keep the bonds very, very strong. Keep this bond very, very strong. So my dear, these are the points I have for us tonight. So maybe tomorrow, by the grace of God, on Sunday, I will tell us about the list, because time is fast spent now. I will tell us about every other things that we need to do when it comes to avoiding mistakes in marriage. So if I'm not mistaken, I must have spent an hour or more than safe. So I thank you for your patience. I thank you for everything. So please join me tomorrow, because I'm not going to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Sunday. So join me tomorrow for another intensive class, intensive relationship class. I remain your brother, your friend, my humble self. Steve Chessman is still my name. God bless you, and do enjoy your Sunday. Good night. Bye-bye.